Hey, this episode of the Mega64 podcast is sponsored by Crappy Castles. Crappy Castles, where podcasts are found. Go check out Crappy Castles. It's a show produced by our good friend Travis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can find it anywhere. You can find it on.
There was a really important thing he wanted me to say about Crappy Castles.
Try to get it.
Oh, don't forget Apple Podcasts, Stitcher.
Shut up.
You're messing.
You fucked me up.
iHeartRadio.
Well,
sorry, Travis.
Something about Crappy Castles.
A lot of nerd culture type stuff.
Google it.
D&D kind of stuff.
You listen to it and then let us know what we missed. Thank you.
Yeah. You fill in the you tell us in the comments how the plug should have been.
Has anybody even checked out Crappy Castles?
I've gotten feedback from it. People say they have.
Comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I have.
Get feedback?
My friend Jeremy.
And now our next confident plug, Tenga.
I plugged it confidently. Now it's on you out there. You do your work.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's on them.
I did my end. Now you go watch it.
I'm in agreement with you.
What more can I do? Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Speaking of doing your part, everyone, you're going to need to do your part for this next sponsor as well. Tenga.
That's right.
They're going to give you the tools to do something. Now it's up to you to do it.
To finish the job.
If you're 18 and up, visit Tenga at the special link provided below, and they're going to give you some items for your pleasure. Mm-hmm. And maybe another's if you so choose. But if you want a discount, use offer code Mega64 at checkout with the special link, and you're going to get 15% off. And pleasure is a lot better when it's cheaper.
Cheaper pleasure.
Yeah.
Discount. So we want to say thank you to Tenga.
We're giving you pleasure on a deal.
That's right.
Did you ever consider that?
Mm-hmm. And we want to thank our friends at Tenga over in Japan. They're looking out for us. As far as I know, we're still like the only people they're doing this with.
Yeah.
But that's okay. If
we're their biggest fans.
Whether they're monogamous or poly, we love them just the same.
That's right.
So,
Arigato.
Tenga, thank you for sponsoring the show.
Wait, we're not friends anymore?
No. Oh, no.
What happened?
Jenga happened.
I'm not upset about Jenga whatsoever.
Yeah,
and I had the most to lose.
Yeah, who should be upset? It'd be Derek.
Yeah.
It was a tale of
not
the
only
tallest
that,
tower.
I had the whole world riding on my shoulders, and I let them down. I mean, I've been suffering the brunt of shame for a whole week. And now you come out here and tell me we're not friends anymore.
Man, you lost it all.
Let me just...
This is the worst Jenga game of my life.
Let me boil it down real simple.
Okay. Yeah, simplify
No
it.
friend of mine tells me not to pinch.
What?
I will pinch.
So we're not friends. Me and you aren't friends.
No, definitely not.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
how you play Jenga is when you put the blocks on the top, you organize it properly by doing a little pinch so it's not floating off the side. That's courtesy.
Is pinch regulation? I don't know.
Common courtesy.
I was just the commentator, Yeah. I was worried for you.
So you were riding them hard. You were kind of like a officiator, like an officiator too.
You think?
Yeah.
I've done color commentary myself, Sean.
Yeah.
And there's always that fear you're going to say the wrong thing and insult the athlete.
Right.
Because that's like the worst thing.
That's not what you want to do.
Imagine you piss off
non-sportsmanlike
Babe Ruth and then or Mike Tyson. And he stops and goes, fuck you. That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. There's also
basically what you did.
I'm sorry, because there are moments. Yeah, I pissed off Mike Tyson. There are moments when you're doing the color commentary where it's like you want to say something to keep the dialogue going, but also you have to let the moment breathe as well. Mm-hmm. So you kind of have to let all things play and then have the athletes, as you said, feelings in mind. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So if I let you down, Rocco, I'm sorry.
I'm pinching out of courtesy. And when I'm told I shouldn't have, then...
But can you imagine the heartbreak if you would have lost $1,000 because of a pinch?
Hey, I was all for it.
That's the way I go.
I was all for the excess touching, the pinching, whatever you wanted to call it.
Of course you were for it.
So I was kind of like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, I was for it too. I thought he was going to knock it over.
Right? Mm-hmm. The more handling, I think, the...
But you won Jenga, Rocco, so what's the problem? You're mad, but you won. You're mad that you won.
I'm told don't pinch, and then I get shoveled into that rigged Connect 4 game, which it wasn't even a regulation Connect 4. Twitch got involved. So what did they do? What was the deal you guys had with them?
Those were weighted pieces.
Yeah, those were definitely weighted pieces. Some I noticed. I'm going like, and they're not the same
weights, baby.
Yeah.
I think that this is a disservice to how well played Garrett was. You're talking about weighted pieces and Jenga this, pinch that. Bro, Bro, you got outplayed.
Yeah.
I know why you're upset. You got fucking hosed by Garrett.
Yeah.
I'm upset too. The champion. I should have won, but I'm not here saying I'm not friends with you anymore because he told me not to pinch.
I think what you should do,
I accept
Rocco,
defeat graciously.
Yeah, that's
what you
true.
just saw was me being gracious.
Yes.
Oh, very gracious.
Yes, sure. I thought Garrett's run was remarkable. And let me tell you why.
Thank you.
Because Johnny won the alpha round. For those of you who didn't watch, you should watch it.
I think 1.5 seconds, something like that.
Well, no, he just won the whole round. He was automatically moved. He was a champion.
Well, his competition with Garrett, he like
Our
annihilated
first-
him in under 2 seconds.
And then
right out the gate game was Johnny and I head to head, where we met in the finals as well. We met in the early days.
Right. Yes.
And it was, he was a monster. He dominated.
It was just that. But then at the end, the finals of the alpha round, it was Derek and Johnny. Yeah. Johnny won. Derek automatically went to the second round of the beta round.
By the way, can we give a point-by-point commentary if we're going to go through this competition?
Why not?
You can if you would like to.
Yeah, I was returning champion. We all know that. And I got to that end of that round with Johnny. My hand was forced.
Mm-hmm.
I was forced into a defeat.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch back the tapes, Johnny's laughing because he knows it's true. There was no, my hands were tied. It was a losing situation, and I was forced to take the loss. So a little bit of a controversy with that first round.
Fair enough.
I think.
So my point being though, so then Derek moved on. So when the beta round started, Garrett had to defeat not only me, then you, Derek, then Rocco, then he moved straight on to Johnny and won him, all in order. He played like 5 games in a row.
He did.
In order and won.
Did I play Kevin?
It was a hell of a streak.
No. Kevin was the one.
I think I kept playing against
person
Kevin.
You didn't play against.
Okay.
You played against everyone else.
Everyone else.
To win the money. I feel like you really earned it.
Yeah, we did that shock shit.
To get back
that
into the
shock
Omega
game
rounds.
that was a good one. That was a good game.
Fun game, that shock game.
Well, yeah, that was our board game event, and I hope you watched it, and I hope you enjoyed it, because I had a great time doing it. It was so much fun.
In all seriousness, we had a talk about this on that day. I can't play Connect 4. I can't do it.
Yeah, what happened?
But I think it might be like an on-camera thing, because we talked about how the same thing happened the year before, where people in our chat were screaming at the obvious moves we were missing. And Derek and I were like, I can't see any of those. Like, I don't know what you're talking
pressure
about.
Is something
it's
else.
I don't know if it's just on camera or just in general, but I can't play that game. I'm literally looking at everything and I'm going, I can't see what is
I was
coming.
in a panic at that moment.
There is something.
Connect 4 is tough.
It's
is an intimidating game.
It really is. But when there's $1,000 on the line, all of these games become like so scary. Like it's a weird feeling. You wouldn't think that you'd be so fucking terrified of a ball and cup or whatever that thing's called.
Champion talk.
That started for me during Jenga. It was really, I kept saying, Sean, stop saying $1,000, because it started to really sink in, and I've never competed for a jackpot, a purse that big. So it really, instead of, always on the Christmas cast or always on like any of our streams, I'm prioritizing entertainment.
Right.
I'm trying to have funny things to say, talk or whatever. I shut down. I got silent. I mean, it was quiet for Jenga.
It was.
Because
that's why I had to talk, because there was nothing happening.
I didn't give a fuck about how entertaining this is anymore. Right. I want $1,000.
Yeah.
And that same thing happened once we got to that Connect 4. Like, that might have been the worst moment, worse than Jenga. Watching the winning move, sit there and wait for Rocco to make his move and see if he blocked it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was nervously talking too much. And then I thought, like, yeah, keep talking. Start asking Rocco questions. Just like, he can't, like, don't let him fucking cover this. I'm so close. I'm so close.
Yeah. I only have so much competitive energy in me too. And I'll also say, like, I could not lose Jenga. I was like, I'm never competitive. And I was like, oh my God, like I have to power
I've never seen you focus that way, Rocco.
Yeah.
It was something. And then there was no jokes to be made.
It was a magic game.
You were like, we were joking and you didn't crack a smile. You were just focused.
I was in the zone.
And it made me realize, like, oh, this is serious.
And I only have so much of that. So once I beat that, I felt like I took on the world and won. So when Connect 4 came, it was like, I've lost.
I also will say,
I knew when that showed up, I was done.
Just like Don't Break the Ice, I think Derek got a little screwed because it just happened. That's the way it just happened to go.
Thank you. I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah.
No, it really came down to the coin
My
tosses.
hand got forced.
Twice.
2 times.
2 times.
Yes,
I feel like I didn't lose due to a mistake or an error in my gameplay. Yeah, I just was forced.
Oh no, you got
2 times backed up into a corner,
which is
I was
almost
forced to take the loss.
Like God's fucking with you, if you think about
it's
it.
wild.
That's the reason we roll for who goes first.
Yeah,
just in case.
right.
So then it's not like.
But it really came down to that.
Yeah,
But
it really
twice.
comes down to who goes first.
You may not believe me or not. You may think, Derek, you're full of shit. You were never going to do it. But I promise, I was going to take that $1,000 and spend it on the fans' wish list.
Yeah.
And when we were playing Jenga, go back and watch that tape. I was not nervous whatsoever because there was no point during that entire competition where I thought this money is mine.
Right.
Yeah.
It was always
You're
like,
Santa Claus.
yeah, I just really liked the idea of like, oh, I'm going to spread this around.
Yeah.
I ended up
fucking chat liked it
losing
too.
the competition, and I was upset.
Yeah.
But then I went back and I went through some of those wish lists after all, and I was bummed out. I was like, oh man, I would have bought so much of this stuff.
Oh man.
Honestly, a lot of that stuff was like $15 or $20. For $1,000, I
You would've
could have
gone
done
nuts.
some damage. I
Yeah.
could have sent
Man.
out dozens
hilarious.
of gifts and prizes.
That's so funny.
I'll have to try again next year.
Old Saint Acosta.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Dude, I keep thinking back to, like, I really wanted that $1,000, like really, really bad. And then that fucking, what is this thing called? Kendama?
Oh yeah, baby.
What? Fuck that thing.
My ace in the hole, the game I suggested.
Yeah.
And the game
'Cause
that
Garrett-
came up on
He
the wheel.
suggested it.
Garrett had been practicing that for so long.
And like, I don't remember the final counts, but I know that it wasn't a blowout, which kills me. Because I thought if I would have gone against anybody else, I probably would have won.
Yeah.
Probably. But you were just,
The wheel, it came up.
I got like 28 times in 90 seconds, and that wasn't enough.
I couldn't have been happier. I mean, Derek, do you remember? I was kind of like pestering you to, hey, could you bring in the condoms?
Yeah, you really wanted to practice it.
I did, but I didn't get a chance to until the morning of.
yeah.
And I'm honestly surprised at how fast I picked that up because I had never tried it before that morning.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised I did it on camera 5 minutes ago.
So, my question for you, did you get a new refrigerator?
You know, the old Buzz box is still kicking. So,
Okay. So have you spent that money yet?
I was real apprehensive to even like deposit the gift card to my balance.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was like,
Yeah, better to lose it as a card.
I started looking through. No, I can't. I put it somewhere safe at home, but I'm like, I don't.
What's the address?
I don't know.
Like, this feels too. I've never won this amount of money before. I've never, like had something. And all that night I was thinking like, do I frivolously spend this on something for myself, treat myself? Do I spend something like for something we need, upgrade the fridge, something like that.
Right.
But, I've now deposited half of it. So I put 500 in.
Okay.
And I've purchased some things that I just normally would be purchasing on Amazon.
Oh, you're not doing anything fun with it,
Because I'm
Garrett.
still reaching. I told you I was researching projectors because I thought,
that's true.
I want to get a new projector. I have a little portable projector for DJ stuff that it's bad. So I wanted to get a new, but the really new nice ones are really expensive. A little more than.
So you'd be
what I
spending
want.
money.
Yeah, so that didn't work out. Like I've tried this out. I've thought of like a couple things off my old wish list, but that shit's on there for a reason because I don't want it anymore.
See, I could have been buying
You could have.
katanas
I know.
and Tenga eggs and all kinds of freaky shit.
I bought my girl a new outfit. That's good.
Some people out there
Okay,
wanted
that's
clothes. They're
nice.
like, Derek, buy me these clothes. Buy me these. There was a lot of cool stuff that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, what did people have in their wish list?
What was some of the cool stuff that
Like any drones or
No, like there was one wish list that was mostly sex toys and katanas. And I was like, is this a joke? Did this person whip this wish list up in like 5 minutes?
it's a cyberpunk fan.
They had to have this locked in. There were a lot of like cool books that I
okay.
never heard of. I'm trying to think. A lot of people had video game stuff. Somebody out there wanted a lot of like baking, equipment, like professional grade mixers and
That's
stuff like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Somebody out there wanted like art supply, just all kinds of like weird eclectic stuff. So I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting to see what everybody out there was into.
That is fun.
Yeah. Do you want to know what I've bought since winning the money?
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
I bought a replacement pump for my cat's pet fountain or drinking fountain.
Okay, now we're getting wild.
I bought an outfit for my girl Trish.
Okay.
What
You know,
kind of outfit?
It's like a here. I'll show you. It's like a
Fire this
it's like
up.
a cat hoodie.
Ooh, nice. Meow.
I don't know if I can show this. 'Cause I don't know. I don't know what information's on here, but and then it's like a plaid skirt to match.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so that's where it was sent.
That's
okay,
an outfit,
yeah,
all right.
show that to the camera.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I bought season 1 of the anime that inspired me, Dagashi Kashi.
That's nerdy.
Okay.
Dagashi Kashi, I think is that.
Dagashikashi.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
because I bought
Shikashi.
season 2. Now I'm picking up season 1.
Doggy Shikashi.
I got a bidet, one of those like
what?
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Hold
Yeah, they had a
on.
sale on those.
How
They
much
had
did
a
that
sale.
thing
Amazon
cost?
had a sale.
How much
Amazon
did
put
that
them half
cost?
off.
How do you know they were on sale, Rocco?
Brian.
Yeah, because he hit me with that link a bunch of times. I was like, I'm not really in the market for this, but
I've been wanting to
good
try
deal.
it out. He swears by it.
How much did it cost?
Yeah, can you ask what you paid for it?
No, it's an attachment
Can I ask?
for
I
a
didn't
regular
know if it was full
toilet.
series,
It's
like
$50
the
instead of $100.
50 bucks.
they're 100 and something, and the sale was there 50.
Is the water warm? It's gotta be warm, right?
No.
What?
That's the problem. Most toilets only have cold water hookup, so it's not going to be warm.
The bidet
Well-
doesn't have a electric heating.
No.
That's why you got to shit in Japan.
This is why it's a cheap one. If you want a Toto toilet, like, spend a couple grand. But if you want just this attachment,
Okay.
I'm going to try it out. I've
Okay.
used one in Europe. It was fantastic.
I just keep a hot water bottle next to the toilet.
All right. I've been to a house once. It
I
was
just take
like
a hot shower.
like a bowl with a rag.
What?
Yeah, and like a brush.
Roman style.
Fuck you
Roman
for saying
style.
that. That's
Weird.
disgusting.
No, it's Oh, and then I bought a new. I upgraded. I got a new kettlebell. We're going 45 pounds now.
Whoa, Garrett.
Not enough.
Dang, dude, that's big timer.
So I'm spending it. I'm like,
Is that on Prime?
yeah.
Because that shipping, you just
Yeah, shipping's gonna be up.
shipping. You paid for
That's
Prime
what-
right there.
That's what I do. There's a video equipment website we order from that every now and then they offer free shipping no matter what, and that's when I order like sandbags and weights because it's like, well, you can't get me on this.
Like, I think that, what would the shipping be if you didn't have Prime for a 45?
Oh.
That poor delivery man's like, what's in this box? Oh, it's literally
You
just weight.
son of a bitch.
That's
I
that's
think
their
when
job. They love it.
I think when
Yeah,
I
you do
ordered
not
the
like
weights once from that site, the delivery man made a comment to me. Because I think that was when I went outside and he literally said, "So you're my nemesis." Huh?" He literally said that because he was carrying all these boxes of sandbags. I'm like, well, free shipping.
Hey, man.
What do you want to do?
Shit.
Just drop those off there.
Yeah.
A little closer, please.
Closer to the door,
Keep it
please.
in my trunk, please.
Please, I can't pick them up until you're near me.
Well, you know what, Johnny?
Theme
song. Fuck.
Hey, if you saw the Mega64 Board Game Olympics, congratulations. Thank you for tuning in.
Congratulations.
You probably saw our new video, The Dreamcast Conspiracy. What did you think of it? Did you like it? We hope so. Did you know? Did you notice? We named that video The Dreamcast Conspiracy, officially turning it into a sequel.
That's
Part
right.
of a series. We have another video about a conspiracy, a console conspiracy, the Wii U Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Did any keen viewers out there pick that up?
Well, I didn't pick that up. That's for damn sure.
Oh, you even
I
on
had
the
no
inside.
idea.
No, you knew.
Underrated video where you get to see a kid crushed under the weight of a TV.
Yeah.
You forget that's in there. It's in there.
It's
Great prop.
probably the best Casey Anthony joke we've ever done.
Yeah.
The Wii U
Agreed.
Conspiracy.
Out of all of them, that's my favorite, I think.
Sean's remembering now.
I have no recollection of this video at all.
Oh, it was
I don't
good.
know what you're talking about.
No.
We should just make you watch it right now.
I mean,
and
live
film your
stream it.
reaction.
maybe-
Honestly, sometimes I go back and watch our old videos and I don't remember what the fuck they're about. I'm like, I don't remember filming this shit at all.
You know,
and this is really funny. And then I'm like, why aren't we more famous?
You know what?
My famous quote, why are we not more famous?
Yeah. I do that with Mega64 videos, the personal channel videos. It's like, this is on my channel and I filmed it and edited it. I don't remember anything about this. Let's watch it. And it's like, oh, it's pretty funny. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. How about that? Yeah, so that happens to me.
So
Sorry.
we had the 222 video come out.
Yeah.
We wrote it. We were inspired just by the date, 9/9/99. I think we were just sitting around trying to come up with ideas for content for Board Game Olympics. And I was like, well, I'm looking at a calendar right here. And it's going to be 2/2/22 at the end of this year. And that started this whole conversation about 9/9/99, which we all lived through. The MTV Movie Awards. And the release of the Dreamcast. Those were like the two big things.
Yep.
That day was so significant for me. Like I have such vivid memories surrounding that date.
Really?
Yeah, I was like 14 years old.
Yeah. The MTV Movie Awards back in the VMAs rather.
Yeah, it was VMAs.
That was a big deal back in the day. Like,
and the really Dreamcast was a big deal.
And the Dreamcast was a big deal. So both those things happening on the same day. That was it was exciting.
I'm playing Sonic Adventure and I'm watching Kid Rock ball with the ball. I'll never forget.
And what was fun? Oh, so we were coming up with ideas that came up, and it was like days away. This was like very end of January, and it was like, oh, 2/2/22 is in a couple days. Shit, there's no way we would have the video ready by then.
Yeah,
and then it was like, well, now that's in the video. They missed it. Oh, so they got to do 2/22/22. Got it. Okay, like we wrote that into the video just because it was like, we're about to miss. Nah.
There are times,
now it's written in.
when we're filming like version 4, we want it to, be like, okay, but does this make sense? Does this, does this all light up? I love these kind of videos where it's like just kind of winging it and just having fun. Like, there was a script to it, but we didn't go by it word for word. We just fucking around and like having fun with it.
Yeah,
and
it was
nice.
an outline.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
It was kind of like we embraced every mistake because like that happened. And then when we were writing it, it was Derek kept saying we're going to go to the Sony headquarters to get him to make another Dreamcast. And it was like, I think you mean Sega, but it was making me laugh so hard. It was like, it's way funnier that was like, no, this is Sony's fucking problem.
I didn't mean Sega. I feel like every step of the way I tried to get everything wrong.
Yeah.
Even like walking down the hallway. Who fucking walks like that?
Yeah.
Why is that in the Why is he walking stupid in the video?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get everything wrong.
Yeah. Once that energy was there, it was like, all right.
Because honestly, I felt, we did argue a little bit about the creation of this video because it was like, this doesn't make sense. And I kept saying like, well, who cares? Like, it doesn't have to make sense. I think that the energy and the intention will carry it along the way. That this is not a video where people are going to get wrapped up in the details.
Yeah.
So when it was all said and done, it turned out better than I was even expecting. It was almost like the sum was more than the parts. It all kind of clicked. And then we made it the sequel to the Wii U Conspiracy. So what's the next one going to be?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask.
Because there really was a point where I was kind of like, maybe this is so nonsensical that it won't come together. I don't know. And I kind of like didn't know going out. I was the biggest doubter of this concept. I was like, my brain can't do that. I think I'm just wrapped up in too many things and I don't know what's happening. And then it really just beautifully came together when you were putting the finishing touches on that commercial at the end. Because I kind of did some of it and then Derek added all the effects and it was like, oh yeah, this is great. This is I overthought this. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought Sean with the pressing of the button. Garrett as a security guard, you were great. You tossed us like Power Rangers style out
over the camera.
So much of this video was improv. Even Johnny behind the camera improvised that shot. He was like, "Why don't you guys fly over the camera? I'll put the camera on the ground and we'll get some beanbags."
That was fun.
So there was a little bit of even like little trick shots like that. That to me is what I knew this video was going to be good because sometimes you don't make the effort to put a trick shot in your video for such a little thing. But when you do, it's like, wow, it's like the sprinkle on top of a donut.
Yeah.
So 2/22/22, watch it again if you haven't seen it. We put it out early so that it could debut on that day.
Yeah.
It got like 20,000 views instantly like that.
Damn.
And then it like froze. So.
Okay. It was
It's a
hot
weird,
that day.
it's one of those weird videos where it's like, yeah, it's not going to be like wildfire right away, but I feel like people will keep revisiting.
That one's going to go on for a while.
There's some
it's a
videos,
slow burn.
There's some videos we do that are like that. I remember this is a long time ago. We did Sit Quitters. That was right after.
Did people like that video?
Well, that was. I remember getting great feedback on it, but that was right after YouTube had like changed their algorithm, where it was harder to get people to find shorts like that, you know. And I remember that only having like 9,000 views or something like that. And I was like, damn, I think this video is better than that. But it's one of those things where people keep going back to, you know what I mean? It's like, if you do something legitimately fun, people keep revisiting it or tell people. And over time, and now it has a bunch of views.
You know what Mega64 video I was reminiscing about the other day? And literally I was driving in my car and I started cackling with laughter.
Oh, man.
Just remembering the fact that we made this video.
All right.
What was it?
Genital mutilation prank.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that video.
I forgot that, and I just went through the beats in my mind of the whole video.
Yeah.
Of just setting it up.
Yeah.
And it's you and Eric.
Yeah.
And Eric's in on the prank, and we have a hot dog in his pants, and we cut it off with hedge clippers.
Yeah.
Or bolt cutters or something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
people may forget at the time we were parodying a video where I don't remember what it's called. It was like best friend murder prank.
Yeah, it was a murder prank.
Where these YouTubers pretended to kidnap their two friends and then pretended to kill one of them in front of the other to film the reaction of the guy who just thinks he saw his friend get murdered.
And even just beyond that video, it was the apex of like pranks going too far on YouTube, where it was like, yo, these fucking prank channels
even
are
like
going
they were
too
doing
far.
just the dumb milk thing at the store. When they would have smashed the milk jugs on the floor, like, this isn't a prank. You're just causing mayhem.
Dickhead prank
that.
era.
Yeah, totally. But I think when we made that video, a lot of people never saw the original video, and they're like, why did Mega64 make genital mutilation prank? So yeah, a lot of people. Does that make it funnier? Like if you didn't see the original and you just come in the new Mega64 video, they just pretend to cut a guy's weenie off.
That's why I'm always kind of whatever.
I don't know.
It's just my perspective. Not everyone.
Better or worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Not everyone may share it, but there's always people who are like, what is this based on? This has got to be based on something. But, you know, oh, you're not going to enjoy this if you don't know what it's based on. But I've never felt that way. To me, the more like, why would you make this?
Yeah.
That makes a video better. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Not everyone will share it.
There was also a thing too where we set out, like, one of our goals in that video was just to make it on YouTube screen caps on that Twitter.
YouTube thumbnails.
YouTube thumbnails.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, and it made it. But like we want to make this so like
I worked so hard on the thumbnail for that video just to make it precise, where I was like, if this doesn't make it onto the YouTube thumbnails Twitter, we fucking failed.
Right.
And I will like resign. And man,
it made it on.
The morning that came out, boom. I mean, it took 2 minutes and it was on there. Genital mutilation prank. Derek in a ski mask with scissors.
Yeah, go look it up. Google it, see for
that
yourself.
Video is a classic.
Believe it or not, that was another one that I don't think the YouTube algorithm necessarily loved.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Genital mutilation prank.
No, but you know
I
what
don't
though?
know.
That video is fucking cool.
I love it.
And
I love it.
It's a perfect example of a video we would make that nobody else on earth would even touch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's the greatest video we've ever made, but it's very much like only Mega64 would put out a video like that. So it's a special video for that.
So but video to revisit this week. Genital mutilation prank. Google it. Make sure Google it on the school library, wherever you are. Look that up.
It's not what you think it is. Okay, it's not what you think it is. It's good. And watch the 222 video as well.
Yeah, do all that. We also, I did want to just say for a second, during the stream, we also announced that March 18th, our Last Laugh tour Blu-ray is coming out. The Last Laugh live tour movie. It's got the full live show and our tour documentary. We announced this a long time ago that it would be at our shows, but we didn't know when we would be able to release it like to the public online. But we're able to now. So.
Yeah, cannot wait. I truly love watching this. Like it's like a time capsule.
Yeah,
So
there's a trailer for it on YouTube and other places we posted it, and coming out March 18th. So I'm excited.
It was funny. I watched the documentary in between legs of this tour.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it was weird to like look back and like, oh, like we just did this East Coast tour, but we did this time. It was, I don't know, it was like almost like revisiting a camp, you know, like I don't know, some kind of weird experience that you went through, but it was super fun.
I'm ready to go back to camp.
You want to go on tour again?
Yeah.
You do?
You know what, Garrett? I was just thinking about that. I miss it.
I think has it been about 3 months?
I think for me, after going on tour, there was this post-tour buzz that I felt that just wore off like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm ready to go back on tour, but I do feel I do feel like I'm officially back from tour, like mentally. Just, you know, I was riding high on that experience for a long time. It was life-changing.
I
hey, everybody out there, go on a national tour with your buddies.
Just do it.
I would recommend that highly.
Sell out like every show in every state in America.
Awesome.
You're going to love it. It's going to change your life.
No more Elden Ring, okay? Sell out a tour and go do it, and it's cool.
It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
You know, obviously, like it was hard. I mean, I almost had I think the closest I've ever come to a panic attack in my life happened on tour. And that was when I was...
Of course he takes this spin.
You've never had a panic attack in your life?
I don't think so.
Fuck you. That sucks.
Well, I've described mine.
I've had so many, and I'm like anxiety free.
I didn't know that.
I don't have anxiety, and then every once in a while, out of nowhere, just like, boom, like it just takes over.
Wow.
And
I would consider it a panic attack. I didn't know that.
1000%. It is a panic attack. And I never, textbook panic attack. Like, I can't breathe. I think I'm dying, like tunnel vision. I feel like I'm going to faint out of nowhere. Heart is racing.
Wow.
Like have to hit the ground in the fetal position.
I think I remember that happening. I was there for one of these and I didn't know how to help you. It was...
I don't know how to help myself.
Right.
They're weird when they happen.
I can kind of like stop them from happening if I feel it coming on. But mine are always brought on by cold.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So if you get really cold?
If I get cold and I can't get my jacket on soon enough, my muscles start tensing and then I've talked about it on here before. But I didn't know it was a panic attack. And then the chat and the audience and everyone, like people emailed me and reached out. They're like, yeah, it's a panic attack.
First time I had one, I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Like literally it happened and then I was like, that was weird. Do I go to the doctor?
Yeah.
And I was in my like mid 20s, like later 20s. So I'd gone like so long, never, feeling anything. And then just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever had that happen. The closest thing I can think of where I thought that I did, but I just had like a freak out was I remember like late 2012. And maybe you guys remember this, but we were filming the video for the second time we did Minecon, the Minecraft convention. I was dressed as Notch when this happened.
Oh,
and there were like 800 things happening and lots of like a lot of things piling up. And then you guys asked me about something with Garrett. It was something to do with Garrett. At the time, Garrett was just like part-time employed here. It wasn't a full gig, but you guys asked me something about, did I resolve something with that? And it was like one thing broke the dam. You know what I mean? It was like the last thing. And I went, I don't know. And I was like freaking out. That's that's the only thing I would classify. But I don't know if that was a panic attack. I had to get out of that room. But that was I just felt like
get some air to yourself.
Yeah,
maybe
it probably was. And if you didn't get out, it probably would have got worse.
Maybe that's what it was.
Because
I immediately got out and I went in my car.
Oh, I remember that.
Turned on the AC. And so I'm sitting in my car with the AC on, dressed like Notch. Like I'm in a fedora with a mustache going, it was like, that's the only time I could think of. I felt like I've been close to that, but that's the only time where I felt like, whoa, what just happened?
Anyways, Sean over here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Low-key stressing out all the time.
Was it?
Not letting it build up.
I think that's what it is, honestly. It's a constant stress. And so like I just let it out always.
Oh, so it never builds up.
Yeah.
Because it's always seeping out.
What was the time you said you almost...
Yeah, what was the time on tour?
We were on tour. I was helping Kevin in Pittsburgh and I was laying out the shirts. I just talked to my kids and I honestly was like super homesick. The little girls were crying because they missed me, and it was just hard. Yeah. And I laid out the shirt and then I saw Pittsburgh on the shirt and I saw like 17 more cities after that. And I was like, fuck. What have I done? What have I signed up for? Why am I here? And it was just like, I have to go on stage in 15 minutes and I'm freaking the fuck out. I want to go home. And then like I was able to like calm down and then like, get through it. But like I loved the tour, but I just had that moment of like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was overwhelming for me too. And I didn't have anything on that.
Just looking at that shirt, even looking at the back of that shirt now, I think that's fucking crazy that we did that.
What an accomplishment. That's how I look at it.
Huge accomplishment. Huge accomplishment. Yeah.
So you don't want to go back right now.
I just really missed my family. I don't know.
That's hard.
Yeah.
You had it the hardest, I think.
We all did a great job, I think.
We did, but
we all had it
I felt for you.
Well, thank you.
Kevin, how did you feel?
I felt great. I loved going on it. And,
what happened? What would happen if they announced one next week? Would you go, or are you like not now?
I would do it. Yeah, I would do it again.
All right, there it is.
Okay,
Sean, you're outnumbered. I'm sorry.
All right.
I guess we're touring. Johnny, how do you feel?
Ginny's gonna be bummed.
How do you
Between
feel?
variants.
I had a great time. Sleeping on an air mattress for a month was hellish, but
Yeah.
I'd do it all
I
again.
cackle.
But you would do it again.
I'd do it again immediately.
Huh?
What a trooper.
It was a fun, life-changing event.
I agree.
I didn't mean to cackle at you saying that you slept on a mattress.
Who gave you the bed twice on the tour, John? Who's that? Oh, okay, thanks.
Actually, I have it right here. But I got a picture that we took on the last night after I have it right here. Got that? Yeah. After we did our final show, we went to a bar to celebrate, and we have a picture of all of us with Jay at this bar celebrating. And I got all of us that picture and framed it because it's like we went through something together. Super fun.
Yeah, Sean gave me one of these. He gave us all one of these in this frame, and I told him I don't have a picture of any people in my house. Everything in my house is artwork from something or whatever. And I realized I was like, oh my God, I don't have photos of a real person anywhere in my home. This is now the only one. It's in my house. Like, that's it. No more. No one else makes the cut. Sorry, mom and dad, you're out.
The elite.
Anyway, so we'll get the Blu-ray and then you can see what we were up to on the first look of that tour.
Speaking of that, my mom once gave me a framed photo of her, a portrait, and I was like,
oh my goodness.
Glamour shot?
I don't need this. What do I need this? I know what you look like.
Did you tell her that?
Yeah, I told her that.
Oh my god.
What are you giving me a framed picture of you for? And she was like, so you can put it up in your house. And I'm like, I'm not fucking putting a picture of you up in my house.
So daring.
What do you think? My friends are gonna come over, see a framed picture of my mother hanging up there?
You know what?
Are you joking me? That ain't happening.
You know what though?
Crazy.
I understand you reacting to that then, but it's gone. It's far enough now, or it's long enough. If you did it now, I'd be like, respect. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I was in my 20s, I wouldn't do that. But I don't know. It's kind of I get a kick out of that.
I'm not, maybe someday I'll be the type of person who has family pictures on the wall, a group of them. Mm-hmm. But my mom's trying to start that with just her photo, and like the family portraits photo is just a picture of my mom.
Like a picture of like her and you when you were like a kid or something.
It wasn't. It was like a glamour photo.
If I walked into your house and didn't know anything about your backstory, and I saw that picture, I think, oh, his mom passed away. Yeah, that's what I would think. Because why would you have a picture of your mom hanging?
Why else?
Why else would you do that?
But no, she's alive, so I'm not putting it up. That's
I may have
weird.
misremembered this, but didn't it end up being sticker paper or something?
Okay, so my mom has a thing, and I hope she never sees this.
She won't see this.
Also, I'm going to say something about my dad in a minute that I also hope he never sees. But
she loves giving me photos of her because she thinks pictures are really special.
Okay.
She likes taking photos.
You say you don't have any photos of people in your house, but growing up, there were photos of everyone I ever met, like in my house. That's like
in my family's house, we did too, just not in my home now.
Yeah, so she gave me a frame picture once, but one time she also just printed out a picture like from the computer and gave it to me like, here, I want you to have this. And I was
awesome.
like,
Facebook photo.
Why are you printing out a picture of you? She's like, I got a new printer that can do photos. And I printed this out for you. Yeah. And I was like, okay, thanks. All right. So I have this printed like a homemade printed photo. And I'm looking at it and I'm like just inspecting it and I realized like she printed it on sticker paper. So then I'm like, ooh, thanks, Mom. Thinking, I'm going to do something great with this.
Yeah.
And there's a highway exit in our hometown that is probably the most populated intersection in the entire town. And there's a big like sign because on the highway it's like no entry, wrong way, right in the middle of the exit. So you know to go on this side but not that side. I parked my car on the fucking off ramp, walked over there. Like, there's no crosswalk. I crossed the highway entrance to that sign, and I peeled my mom's sticker off, and I slapped it right in the middle of that sign.
I drove by that photo so many times.
Yeah,
No kidding.
And I just knew.
I never saw that.
So my mom never mentioned it to me, but I knew she drove past that photo at least 100 times, and she probably never noticed it.
Wow.
But it was there. And then the city came and peeled it down
that's
because
no fun.
after a couple months it wasn't there anymore.
That's
the best prank ever,
So,
dude.
yeah.
That's so good.
That's awesome.
She gave me she gave me a portrait, and I was like, "What am I supposed to do with this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a sticker. I have the perfect place, Mom."
I know exactly where to put
I
it.
can just imagine the joy you felt every time you saw it getting off the freeway.
Yes. Oh,
On your way
every day
home.
I'm like, it's still there.
The joy
But
that
here's
brought
the thing,
you.
because your mom probably would have gotten mad had she seen it.
Oh,
but,
yeah, she would have been pissed.
But really, if you think about it, you still saw it every day, and it brought you more joy than she could have ever hoped.
It's like I made a billboard for her.
yes,
It's a
the tribute,
shrine.
Mom. I love you.
That's a shrine. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She
good, dude.
never knew that I did that. She's never brought it up to me.
Oh, that's so good.
That's just a personal story.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome,
man.
dude.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Rocky got a story. You
That's
said.
Oh, it's not
insane.
much of a story, but it makes me laugh because recently we've got some projects coming up, and I was like, okay, speaking of tour, actually, that we were talking about that a second ago. Tour spoiled me where we were like having such great food in every city and all that.
Yeah.
So it reached a point, like you were saying, it finally had died down, the buzz of the tour. That happened with me, and I realized, I'm like still eating like I was on the tour. I need to stop doing that. So I've been like trying not to eat this and that and all that, and I'm like really trying to not eat bread. So I'm like, carbs, let's cut them out, whatever. And it's been so funny because I go every week, try to have dinner with my family every weekend, see them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always funny because my dad will always bring something that he thinks well, this doesn't have carbs, does it? Chocolate is not good to eat right now. Oh, whatever. And tonight was by far the funniest one where it was like, okay, we're going to get barbecue. Yeah, what do you want? And I'm like, well, I could have ribs as long as there's like no sauce on it or whatever. Okay. And he came and he's like, I got a special treat for you. Yeah. And he puts this tin down.
Uh-oh.
Just for you and me. Cornbread. Dad.
Just for you and me. Oh, no.
It has
Dad.
bread in the name.
Cornbread. And he just stood there.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Poor day.
That was a good impression of your dad.
That
That sounded
was.
just like him.
No.
Parents can't handle. I'm going to speak from my own experience. I was always overweight as a kid. And now, even as an adult, I try to lose weight. Parents can't handle that. I do a weekly dinner with my dad. And when I'm trying to get fit, it's like, I'm just going to eat a little bit. And they'll get pissed off. That's all you're taking? I'm like, I'm here having dinner.
Yeah.
There's food on my plate. I'm at the table. Don't look at this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry about me.
Seriously, like, well, what am I going to serve next week? Anything you want. Like it,
Yeah.
they get angry.
Well, it was one of those, it was like the nicest gesture, It's like,
Totally.
thank you for thinking of me. Because I always say like, nothing better than with barbecue, some cornbread.
That's true.
And he was like, yeah, I remember you always say that. And I'm like, yeah, thank you for remembering. I can't have this. But my brother did show up
Oh,
Thank
and
God.
annihilate that
Thank,
cornbread.
yeah.
thank
And
Jesus.
he was like, you're missing out. But
thank you, my baby
anyway,
brother. I love you so much.
I did
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, let me
Shout
take a
out.
minute and thank you, the viewers like you, BBS style. But I also want to say, by all means necessary, check out shop.mega64.com because we got all the best stuff, all the best merch, all the best apparel, media. Like I said, a month of this bomb-ass Blu-ray is going to be in there. But we got, but even before that, we got all kinds of great stuff. Actually, tonight, if you're watching the live stream, tonight is the last night you can pick up the board game. The exclusives that we put up during that event. Those are coming down tonight.
That all the stuff I thought we put on sale were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hoodie I fucking love, and the tower shirt are both like incredible.
Yeah.
Playmat, I think, is a huge.
Play that
first
too.
for us,
Oh
too.
shit, yeah, it's all good.
So all that, tonight's your last chance. So pick that up at shop.mega64.com. But something we like to do every week is the 64-hour special, a shirt that you can only get for 64 hours, then it's gone. We got a brand new one tonight featuring a phrase uttered on this very podcast many times, very articulate question that could really only be summed up with visual arts such as this, the How Do It Know shirt. Really,
How do it know?
How do it know? Kind of proposes the question, flips that back on you.
Right.
How do you answer it? That's not up for me to decide.
Yeah.
But that shirt's available. I really like that design. That's going to be up next 64 hours. So check that out.
That shirt, that's going to fuck somebody's day up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to fuck somebody's day up.
Yeah.
A Mega64 fan will buy that shirt and they're going to get it. How do it know? They're going to walk into a supermarket or something. Some fucking 75-year-old's going to look at that shirt. Boom! Brains on the ground.
Yeah, right?
How do it... What is the shirt?
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah,
That's how you respond.
What does it mean?
Start shaking.
What is this question?
You got to confidently
How
throw
do
them.
what now?
So,
Fuck somebody's day up. I'm calling it now.
so if that's what you want to happen, you know what to do.
I want it to happen.
Shop.mega64.com.
Sorry for getting loud.
No, it's all right.
Confidently look that old man in the eyes and reply, how do it know? Walk away.
Yeah. Or, like it's the new shit happens.
Yeah.
Remember the phrase shit happens?
Yeah.
Something bad happens. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, shit happens. Now, something bad happens. You just pull up the shirt. How do it know?
How do it know?
How do I know?
You know?
Hey, I also wanted to let people know about Patreon, our Patreon, which is at patreon.com/mega64. We did a new thing this week. We kind of announced something new. We have reconfigured. We have a weekly show we do on there called Friend Dimension, where we play video games with each other every week. We do that every week. We do Mega64 Movie Club every week, which is like a second podcast, basically, just about movies. And all these little bits from the vault. We're bringing that stuff all the time. So join our Patreon. But this week, Friend Dimension took a pivot.
Oh, yeah.
We're changing Friend Dimension, where it will sometimes be video games, like it always has been. But it's more about just like us hanging out, checking something out, whether it's a video game or something else.
Yeah.
And this week we put out a new one where it's honestly just Sean and Garrett. They gave a tour of our podcast set here, how our set works, how we beam out this podcast, our whole setup.
Johnny shows the board.
These shows the board.
Stuff like that. That's what the kind of stuff we're going to do on Friend Dimension. In addition to, sometimes it might just be, hey, check out this game. It's basically just, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
That's the new direction of the
this.
show. Sometimes it'll be a video game. Derek wants to show me Hades or maybe not that game, but something. He wants to show me that. This week it was Sean wanted to show off how our podcast set works and all that stuff.
Yeah, because Garrett and I built this whole set by hand, so we could go into like every detail of like what did we do, why did we do certain things, how do we light certain things, just how we did it.
Yeah, so it's going to be something different every week. Again, sometimes it will still be games, but a lot of other stuff in the mix now too. So if that interests you, definitely join our Patreon. You can watch that at even the most minimal amount, which is like $2. So yeah, check it out. Well worth the couple of bucks if you ask me.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely sign up for our Patreon. If you're watching this show and you're not signed up for the Patreon, what are you doing? You just testing out the water?
Come on.
You go to
Dip
C's.
your toe. It's
You
time
go to
jump
C's
in.
Candy, you get the free chocolate, and you leave.
That's bullshit.
Pick up some extras.
You go to
our Patreon.
You walk into Costco and you eat the sample graham cracker and you don't buy the 2-ton
Come on.
package.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing the Sprite.
I literally
trick.
bought graham crackers at Costco right before this.
Dang.
That is true.
I haven't had a
I
graham
literally
cracker.
did
It was
that.
meant to be.
I haven't had a graham cracker in
was
a
meant to
million
be.
years.
They're
since I was
good.
a kid.
Hey, they're better than you
I
thought.
want to plug a couple personal projects that I've been working on. I directed a music video that I released 2 weeks ago, right before the Board Game Olympics. I didn't have really time to promote it anywhere. Go check out Clown by Princess Bribes. It's available on my YouTube channel, Gustavo. Check it out. Sitting pretty at about 1,200 views.
We could do better.
I'm happy with that, but we could crank that up because it's a great video.
We want to
great
see a
video.
million.
And yeah, I want to see a million. We had a lot of fun making that video, and I think it turned out good. Also, me and Johnny have been working hard on Mega Strange. Please check that out if you get the chance. I wanted to talk about Elden Ring. I've been playing Elden Ring.
You have.
I also want to talk about the whole Russia thing. So, you
yeah.
know,
On there.
We got to get to that.
taster's choice. I also want to talk about Mexico. Did you hear about Mexico?
No.
Did you hear about avocados?
Oh, yeah.
No, that shit went down like Super Bowl Sunday, right? Like they blocked.
You can't get avocados. Yeah. I think they changed that, right? Is it better now?
Yeah, the
Super Bowl
avocado
Sunday.
shipments are coming back in. But
okay.
Did you hear the story about why the avocados were banned to begin with?
No, I did not.
I heard that the inspector was threatened.
So, avocados only come from Mexico, and in fact, only come from one state in Mexico called Michoacan. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
And avocados are so lucrative in Mexico, they're referred to as green gold, and they're controlled, apparently, by the Mexican cartels. Like, they focused more on avocados than drugs, is what I heard, because it's so lucrative.
I mean, they are expensive to buy an avocado.
And it's a legitimate business, you know? So.
Yeah.
It's just produce.
But I guess this American inspector who is inspecting the avocados for like plagues and insects and disease, protecting the fruit of America.
That's standard. Coming across the border.
Got a threat, was intimidated by somebody, you know, connected to the cartel, threatened, you know, you better approve these avocados or else something bad's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
Wait, was it like a dirty batch?
I don't know. But America's response was like, no. We're banning avocados for like 2 weeks.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dang.
Can you believe that?
That really, that was 2 weeks ago this like started?
Yeah.
And they're just now turning the supply chain back on.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Because during the Super Bowl, there was that famous jingle for the avocados from Mexico commercial.
Avocados from Mexico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I look for that every year in the Super Bowl, and it was there once again.
Yeah.
Damn.
That song was sang by somebody in the drug cartel.
So I didn't know the cartel connection or that they're busting out some like mafioso threats.
Yeah. And honestly, the more I thought about it, the more it really started to fucking piss me off.
Okay. All right.
I'm telling you, I don't even care about avocados.
Carne asada burrito is already fucking $12
But there
here.
was something about this story that really started getting under my skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't like the cartels.
Okay. All right.
Bold statement.
Whoa.
I'm going to say
I don't know if you could say that
Look,
on YouTube.
I never really thought about it too much before. The drugs and the guns, that's not my world.
Right.
That's not me. I'm not involved in that.
Careful. Some of them are on TikTok.
I know.
All right.
But I eat avocados.
That's your world.
And I'm like, I want to make sure we're getting clean avocados here in America.
That seems reasonable.
No diseased fruit.
You know the benefits. Antioxidants, a healthy fat-based fuel.
They ship one of those avocado boxes over here with some fucking Mexican tree frog on it or something. The United States is going to be annihilated. You know, the invasive species is going to destabilize our whole ecosystem here.
I saw that episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah. That's some serious shit. That's what's at stake. The destabilization of the entire American ecosystem.
Because of the avocado.
Greta
That's
Thunberg
what's at
crime.
stake. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to get fucking mad. I'm like, this is a issue of national fucking security.
President Derek just showed up.
President Derek just showed up. We got to send the fucking Marines in.
Holy
We got to send the fucking
They're looking at the
Marines
avocados now. Now, you sorry?
Yo, we gotta lock down this avocado situation.
Yep. They guarded the poppy fields. They'll guard the avocado grove.
And I know, and I was reading about it, and you know, the government in Mexico,
They're
they
helpless,
don't know what
bro.
to do. They don't
Yeah,
know
well,
what to do.
that's a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, the American Marines are the only ones who can handle this.
My dad has an avocado tree in his backyard, so I know a guy.
Fuerte or
I don't.
Haas?
I truly don't know.
Okay.
I've never eaten them, but I know they're there. So let me know if you need an avocado.
Nobody wants
hook you up.
avocados from California.
Yeah,
They want
That's the
avocados
thing.
from
Mexico.
We have a jingle though. We don't have a jingle.
We make almonds here.
We also have avocado. Okay, whatever.
That's a movie. If
That's
it doesn't happen in real
That
life,
is a
at least
movie.
make it a movie.
Yeah.
I always order stuff with no avocado, so I'm.
Oh,
you
you
guys
are
fight
kind
your
of-
wars.
Yeah. Rocco doesn't have the guilt of the blood avocado on his hands.
You don't like avocado.
No, I love it. I'm allergic.
That's right. Oh,
I used to eat it all the time as a
God,
kid.
avocados are good.
I know. I loved
Fuck.
it. However, I will say, Derek, you went and got burritos for everybody this week. A couple days ago, we were working.
Yeah.
And mine was full of guacamole, and I was like, "Damn, I can't." So I tried my best. I ate around it a little bit, and then I'm like, No, I'll sample a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. I think my allergies are finally coming around. Or maybe it's okay, 'cause it didn't bother me that much.
It would like close and like itch your windpipe.
Sometimes
kind of,
itchy
right?
and sometimes like, whoa, my throat is closing.
Tightening.
Up. Yeah.
Oh.
Not to where I couldn't breathe, but I couldn't
yeah.
like swallow shit.
That's what I had a friend that had the same thing growing up, and that's scary.
It's more aggravating than like I need to go to the hospital or anything like that. It was just I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But it was a little better this time. So I sampled it.
Start
and I was
microdosing.
Okay. So that's what I did. I was doing little guacamole microdose.
Build up a tolerance.
Yeah. So,
The
maybe
cartel's got
I'll
you.
be invested, but as of right now, I'm agnostic.
Derek, that's how the cartel gets him. They start him microdosing, then he's going to become a fan. He's going to start importing bushels.
Avocado dealer.
Yeah.
Back room avocado deals.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
Elden Ring came out
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Anybody play
It's
it?
good.
Anybody out there?
It's good. I think Elden Ring so far is my favorite From Software game
Wow.
that I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no interest in playing this game until I found out it was open world, and then I was like, "Ooh, that is interesting."
Okay.
Same here.
Now
Tim.
let me
Same
give
here.
some hot takes.
Okay.
And everybody out there loves when I do hot video game takes.
They love
So get your comments ready. Basically a Breath of the Wild knockoff.
Oh,
Really?
okay. Okay.
That's how I would describe it. It's Dark Souls Breath of the Wild. I am getting it's the exact same setup. Like you wake up in a tomb and you're just like in an open field and it's like, go, the enemies are there, go explore. And you're just looking for checkpoints that expand the map and you have a horse and you can just explore the map.
Damn.
Yeah. So at first I felt like this game, it took me a while to kind of appreciate it, but now that I'm like 8 hours in at this point. I'm not super deep in, but I am having fun. Level 27 astrologer,
Whoa.
8 hours in.
So
I'm
you
kicking
level
ass.
you level pretty fast right out the gate.
I found a way to level extremely fast. I
Ooh, I
think
love
I
that.
found an exploit in the game that you're not supposed to do.
Oh.
I think I discovered a cheat.
A grinding exploit.
Yes,
I love that.
literally.
Yeah, you'll love to see it.
I found they give you a horse that can double jump, and I found a way where I could double jump basically straight up a cliff to access a part of the map that you would usually have to fight like 20 dudes to get to.
Oh.
And when you're at this part of the map, when you're fighting these 20 dudes, you're like in a castle, and this giant troll thing will jump down and fight you.
Okay.
But because I jumped straight up this cliff, I could sneak up behind the troll and just kill him from behind, and he can't touch me.
Oh, he doesn't come out of a stun
Literally
position?
no hit kill.
Oh.
No hit kill. And I could do this, and then I could warp back to my reset point and do it again.
He'll respawn.
He'll respawn.
I like that.
So I think it takes me about 3 minutes to kill this guy, and every time I do it, I get 1,000 runes.
Yeah, this is the shit I'd be doing.
Which is
if I
what
was
you
playing.
use for experience.
Yep.
So I'm 8 hours in, and my character's level 27.
Is Johnny watching you with this tactic?
Yeah, he saw me when I discovered it.
Johnny, thoughts on the tactic?
Is this speed running, Johnny?
I want to see him start taking on bosses. All I've seen is him doing this trick so far.
But he's getting
I want to see
buff.
the
He
next
He
level.
says it's like I haven't taken on bosses.
He's buffing.
no
toward the
main bosses.
I knew there was going to be friction.
What are you
taking
doing,
on a
Johnny?
demigod yet.
Are you
What?
playing
You
clean?
see
then?
how Johnny is doing great with Elden Ring.
Yeah.
He hasn't discovered an exploit of his own. So
Okay.
I do detect like a hint of jealousy.
You were nice enough to show
because he
him.
was like, I would like to see him take on bosses. Like,
Yeah.
what do you care?
There, you know what,
Honestly.
Derek? When he started talking, I was excited, and then I heard there was a tone,
Yeah, there was a
and I
tone.
was like, "Oh, is Johnny not
Like
into this idea?"
He's like a little jealous of my
because I
exploit.
think it's pretty sweet. This is how
I think it's a great
you're
idea. Johnny,
winning
I
the
think it's
game.
a great idea. So
Johnny,
nice of you
he's
to share.
winning.
what's going on here?
Johnny, I like none of the enemies can kill me. It's like you're mad
You
at
get
that.
that?
I'm
or
not
something.
mad. I don't know what's happening.
Johnny,
No,
you're
Johnny.
Say it.
Johnny,
You know?
it's fine.
Are you enjoying it though, Johnny? What's your take? What's your feeling on it? You were really Johnny was so
The
excited
most
for this
amped
game.
about
He's
this,
losing his
yeah.
mind.
Can I give
Where
like-
are you at? Right
Can I
now?
give like a
From software.
like a 1 minute review? Can I cut to myself?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
cut
I'd
yourself.
love
Go.
that.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. So this is my favorite From Software game of all time now.
Wow.
The art direction is like through the fucking roof. I turn a corner and the game is so drastically different from where I just came from. I'm trying to like really formulate into words. It's hard, but then if you get bored of it, you could just kind of do your own thing and find whatever you want to do.
That's cool.
Yeah, the stuff I've been doing in this game, if I tried to explain it to you, it would sound like I'm starting my own religion. Like I've taken down deities. I've like gone into a well and there was like another sky underground. Like it was fucking, the game is awesome and I'm loving it.
So it lived up to your expectations.
100%.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Do you think I would like this game, Johnny? Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I needed to hear.
I haven't, I streamed it on the launch night, played it for a little bit, and then just let Johnny, you take this and continue.
Yeah.
And Johnny kept saying, I feel bad I took over. I feel bad. Like, now I'm just playing it instead of you. I'm like, this is how I wanted it to be completely. Let me watch you get into these situations. I was having so much fun watching him just like, is that a cave? I can go in here? There's like a whole family of demons in here. And there were, like that's what I was enjoying.
Wow.
And I know a million people will tell me like, that's not how you are supposed to enjoy it. But I wish there was a, like, you just can never die mode that I just want to walk around and see all that. I don't even care about doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see all of it. But, I don't really know anything about the story other than there was an opening animation that said there was the loathsome dung eater. And I thought that was fucking great. What a great character. But I saw my brother play it just for a minute. And in that 1 minute, I saw a whole story unfold. This is an actual story. I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay.
I just saw him go somewhere. Oh yeah, this treasure chest. He opened the treasure chest. And it was, I forget what it said. It involuntarily teleported him.
Oh.
No.
Do you know about this? I guess this is something that can happen.
Oh, I found that chest.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw him open it and it sent him to the other side of the map.
No.
And it looked like he was in hell. No. Like it was just like, I'm in this place. And I'm talking red fucking sky, things coming out. I mean, he's like, I can't get out of here. Like, I don't know. And he showed me on his map, it shows you where you cleared it and where you haven't been is all fog.
Yeah.
Here's all the places he'd cleared. And then fog. There's where he is so far from where he was. He's like, I have no idea how to even resume.
You can quick travel back. That happened to me too. Yeah.
I think that's what he was looking for, maybe, but it was cracking me up.
That would scare the shit out of me.
It just sent him into hell. It was great. That's the only thing I saw.
It's great. Like a lot of the other From Software games, other players can leave messages.
Oh, like those ghosts?
Yeah. You see ghosts, and they'll leave like little, like just notes. And I feel like that is the like true core essence of this game, because you'll just be walking down a corridor or through a cave system, and there'll just be little messages on the floor, just like watch out ahead.
Oh.
And you're just like, okay. And you'll walk through, but like nothing will happen because these messages, people can't write whatever they want. They can only like leave kind of like vague, cryptic messages.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to decipher.
Yeah.
And a lot of messages will be like crowded around one area because people are trying to convey something to you, but they don't have the right words. So you're trying to like, figure out, people keep saying there's a liar around here, a liar, like beware of the lie, and then, you'll open up the treasure chest thinking it's a treasure chest, but you'll be fucking transported to
that's what you were trying to tell me.
A diamond mine.
Sick.
Yeah. So it's other real people's messages convey this sense of foreboding that I love in the game, because I'm like, somebody else has been here and they're trying to warn me.
Death Stranding.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember walking up to Death Stranding actually did have a little bit of a form of that.
A lot of games have that.
Where you'd see a bunch of frowny
Bloodborne,
face signs. I don't even think theirs were vocal. Like,
No, it was
just
emojis.
Symbols. Yeah, emojis. So you'd walk up and you see a ton of frowny faces. It's like, okay, some shit's going to go down over this hill. But that's what I was enjoying playing on the stream. I'm walking. See, I don't know these From Software games very well at all. I don't really play them. And I'm walking up to arches and Johnny's like, that looks like a fucking boss situation to me. There's no way you're going to pass those arches and there won't be a dude waiting. And then, you start to see a bunch of notes that are like, uh-oh, yikes. Or whatever they say. And it's like, okay, so I know when I go in there, I'm fucked.
Beware the liar.
That's cool.
I recommend everybody grab it. I think, honestly, this is the first game where I feel It justifies having the PlayStation 5.
Oh.
Because up until this point, everything I've played on PlayStation 5 has felt like not really... Like, I could have enjoyed this on PlayStation 4.
Like,
you know?
Demon's Souls was a PS5 game at launch, and you enjoyed that, but you like this even better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Way better.
wow.
And
Because of the open
this
world?
is way easier.
Because
too.
Because of the open world is the because that's what's kind of
because
selling
of the
me.
open world.
Okay.
When you're playing any of those other games, they're like linear. So you have to get to the end of this path, and there's a certain amount of guys. You could try to sneak past them. You could try to kill them. But in an open world game, it's like, well, don't go down that path. I'm just going to walk into the fucking forest, you know, and take this path with a bunch of fucking bunny rabbits to get where I'm going.
Yeah. So it's easier in that sense, but make no mistake, it's still one of these kinds of games. Like I still couldn't, I still couldn't, but
there's, how long did you play it for? There's a learning curve. Yeah. You're not going to pick this game up and kick its ass.
Yeah.
But they give you a horse. So you can travel fast. The horse can double jump. You can jump.
Sick.
There's tons of classes that you can pick from. So you can kind of like, you know, I'm doing a magic build. I stand back and I shoot spells at people. And it's a lot of them are one-hit kills.
Right.
So, and then I found this exploit where I could level up pretty quickly.
It's like hunting.
So I'm not feeling like this is an excessively difficult game.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like this is the most accessible From Software game that I've ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you go to like plot heavy bosses, you start to enter an area called a legacy dungeon, and that's when it becomes just Dark Souls again. Like you're in a castle and there's only one point, like one bonfire, and it becomes fucking hard as fuck, and
So
that's where I'm at right now.
That's where you need to learn how to parry,
Yeah.
and learn the dodge, and use that weapon effectively.
Then I would say leave that castle and go grind.
Yeah.
You know, go explore something else,
Yeah.
level up, figure out your character, get some new spells, get some new techniques, come back to that castle later. That's the beauty of an open world game. Like, you don't have to do it right now.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want and come back later. What I love about this game, this is what sold me on it. There is no way to track your objectives. They don't tell you what you'll get a quest. Oh, what was that? And you hit the start button. It is not listed anywhere at all.
What the fuck?
So, Johnny, I don't know if you have been using the notebook or if you used a text.
100%.
Me and Johnny went to Barnes & Noble and got medieval-looking notebooks, and we've been journaling.
They really got into it.
We've been I literally, when I meet new characters, I will journal. I found this character who's like, let me read your fingers. And she gave me like a palm reading that was super cryptic. I had have her say it 3 times so I could write it down in the journal. Cause I'm like, I feel like she's telling me where I have to go for my quest. Like looking. I'm having a blast. Every time I meet or find something significant, I make a note about it in my journal because the game is not going to save any of that information for me.
Yeah.
I actually kind of love it. I feel like that it is a new element to. I'm doing like a scrapbook and journaling while I'm playing a video game. It's great to me.
Interesting.
I met this guy that gave me a like list rundown of every like major boss in the game and where they are, and I had to sit there for like 20 minutes like writing down everything.
Wow.
He taught you that.
You met a guy in game?
Yeah, and he was like, this is each demigod boss to beat the game. And this is where they are. Okay. And I had to sit there and write down.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet, but when that happens, I'm going to make that such a pretty page in my journal.
If I was playing it, I'd just be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fun. Yeah, I remember the night before it came out, Johnny telling me that. He's like, me and Derek just got, we got some old leather notebooks to write. I'm like, this is something else. It was fun to, I don't know. That's exciting.
Your Elden journal.
You know, I will say, when you play D&D, sometimes you want to just write down what happens because at the end of it, you have like a personalized science fiction novel, fantasy novel, customized to you. And doing this journal, I feel is the same thing. Like, here's my personal Elden Ring experience.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I remember my mom way back in the day, late 80s, early 90s. You know, a lot of video games didn't offer much in the way of help, or sometimes you did have to write stuff down in that same kind of way. And they would put in the instruction booklets in games. Notes. Do you remember there'd be a little notes section?
Oh,
in the
yeah.
back?
Totally.
Yeah. And my mom would fill those out.
Really?
And I remember legitimately enjoying years later going back and opening old games and seeing like, my mom would write the whole like, it was like my mom wrote a story, you know, and it was just kind of like, I don't know, there's something like cool about that.
This is
like
a
finding
return
that.
to the notes section of a video game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So nowhere
that's
in
kinda
the
fun.
software is a conversation history log or
No,
anything.
you
stored.
can't even, when you pause the game, it doesn't even stop the action.
So
no,
there's-
yeah, you can't.
You got to
yeah.
get to safety. Before,
Yeah,
if
you
you're
gotta
gonna,
go
like
find
get a drink.
a safe space, but then you're pausing the game like to check your inventory. But yeah, there's no quest log.
It burns hours.
Damn.
Interesting.
Damn.
Sean, did you buy this game?
This game?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
No?
No. I got Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, I got that too.
I got that, and that's another game that I think it is a beautiful game on the PS5. It looks
Yeah, this is speaking. It was an interesting couple weeks for PS5 because I feel like both of these games really maximize the potential of new hardware. You know what I mean? This is the most gorgeous video game I've ever seen.
I think it may be, and
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this fucking game. So I've been playing it, but I'm playing with Emma and Beckett, and whatever reason, the last time we had the Horizon Zero Dawn, Emma played the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we just watched, me and Becca just watched it and played, and we help her, we talk her through it and whatever.
Yeah.
And if she gets stuck, then maybe I'll try or Becca will try, but it's Emma's game. She's playing
Yeah.
it, which is super fun and cool. I don't know what it is about this game that is relaxing to me or watching Emma play, but I will fall asleep within the first 5 minutes of her playing, and I don't know why. Like last night, it was 8 p.m. and I was out, and I'm loving watching the game, and I'm invested in the story, and I'm liking it, and I cannot keep it together, and I just fall asleep.
I'm going through the same thing right now. I'm watching Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
and I can get 2 episodes in, and I'm falling asleep. Not because it's uninteresting, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I get so
Called
tired.
being old.
I guess, like, I really, and then so
Running out of energy.
Now Beckett has this like incredible memory for like detail and character names and all that stuff. So like I'll wake up and go, okay, that's what you missed. And he'll just tell me the part of the story that I missed.
That's
and it's
cool.
like, it's really nice, but it's also like, God, why did I fall asleep?
All right, the shadow cards were here.
It
and
really,
then-
yeah. He's like, okay, this guy did this,
Alloy
and then we
came.
did this, and then Emma did this, and then now we're here. I'm like, okay, thank you. Thank God for you. But yeah, but anyways, the game is great. Me falling asleep has no reflection of my feeling on the game. I just can't stay awake.
No,
from
dude, that's me too. Like if I'm
Well-
comfortable at home,
Yeah.
8 o'clock comes around.
But I will say too, I don't know how I feel about the story. I'm really I didn't play much of the first one because again, I know everyone has heard it a million times, but it came out at the same time as Breath of the Wild,
Right.
so that took priority for me.
Sure.
And so by the time I got to Horizon, I was just I needed to play like Mario Kart or something. I couldn't do another big game. But I played some of it, and I was like the gameplay was interesting, but the story was like I was like, this is not interesting me. This new game, I got I read up what happened in the first one, and then they recap you at the beginning.
They recap it, yeah.
So that was helpful. In general, like the plot or whatever, the world that they made, it's interesting, I guess, but just as I don't know what it is. The story, as it unfolds, their conversations and stuff, I'm like, yeah, got it. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I'm
talking.
the Duke of this canyon, and I do believe the scroll says you will not use your bow and arrow. Perchance I will get. Yeah, okay.
All the
Just
faces-
let me go fight the fucking thing.
The faces are like super unique and beautiful
Yes.
to
Oh,
look
yeah,
at.
looks
gorgeous
so good.
game.
But
So
you
good.
would wish they'd shut it fucking like cut that
Yeah.
dialogue in half, please.
It's-
They neander in that game.
Yeah, it's just like got it. I got
They
it.
do give you options though to get out of it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you can keep the conversation going, or you can be like, okay, I'm leaving, and then you
Yeah. That's what strikes me the funniest is they give you options in the conversation. Do you want to be give him hope or say something negative? I don't give a fuck. Say whatever. Get out of this shit. But the gameplay again, it's fairly new to me. I didn't play the first one much. Has been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
This game starts off way better than the first one. The first one, you're kind of
I
like,
agree.
I'm a kid and I'm learning about how. No. This one is like off to the races as soon as it starts.
Yeah.
And gameplay's really fun. The world is cool in terms of like these robotic creatures that have survived this era of the world and whatever. It's been fun. So I'm really enjoying playing it. I just the conversations. I'm like,
Yeah.
skip.
Enemy design is my favorite part of that game.
Yeah.
That's
those
a pure
are
alley
sick.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, go figure. That's kind of why I don't like that game. Same reason Kevin mentioned Attack on Titan. It's cities made of wood with dirt streets.
You don't like that?
That's what puts me to sleep. I need cyberpunk.
This is a wooden city.
Yeah,
I need neon
dude.
signs and flying cars.
Attack on Titan definitely goes beyond it being about that.
Something about
later,
the
but-
setting of like castles,
Mhm.
dirt roads, wooden bridges. I'm like,
That's
yo,
incredibly specific.
Give me a world.
Wait,
like,
what materials is everything made of?
But that
There's
comes
hay
down-
hay bales somewhere.
I'm sleep.
I don't know
Where are
what
the
that is.
wires?
I don't know what that is, but I it's hard for me to get into like that.
Huh. All right.
Well, fair enough.
enough.
You
Yeah,
know,
but
yeah,
I'm
everybody's
just
got
saying
their own
that
style.
that's why I love the
Yeah.
enemy designs because those are the futuristic robot looking things in the game.
Oh
Yeah.
It's beautiful though.
The last
Pretty
thing
good.
well, I mean, we can talk about more, but I also saw the Uncharted movie. I don't know if anyone else saw that
I
movie.
did.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it opening night. I think.
Oh wow. Okay. This will be quick, but it's a video game movie. I saw it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's a Sony movie.
It's fine. Like I mean, of all the video game movies I've seen, this was the one I was like, okay, cool.
Commercial said it was amazing.
it
yeah.
was competent.
For real. The commercial said it was a masterpiece.
It's not a masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece. You know,
I laughed a few times. I had
my
some
kids
laughs.
loved it. Overall, it's pretty fun. Why is Tom Holland Nathan Drake? I don't really know, but you know that's what I was given. So I watched it and I was like, okay, cool. And then
I know why.
Oh well, yeah, money. Did that movie do well? I don't even know if it
Yeah,
did.
I think
Oh,
it
did
did.
it?
I think it did.
I do, and I also feel like if there's a sequel, I'll see it. You know, like I'm not like mad at anything in this
I'm
movie.
all for video game movies. I
Yeah.
will go see. I've said it on this show so many times, but like I will go see any video game movie.
Even Resident Evil?
Of especially all the Resident Evils, Kevin. But I'm talking like the fucking D&D movie, anything based off like a game in general. Like, I think this was one of the most competent ones.
I agree.
The casting was bad enough to make me not. That was so off the mark.
Yeah, I
it's
just
weird
don't-
having him so young. It's super weird.
I mean,
I didn't even play those
I wouldn't
games.
have casted him as this. I would not have. But I also don't care that much. You know, I'm not that invested in Nathan Drake and Uncharted.
Yeah.
Like I like Uncharted, but I'm also not
Sure.
like gonna die on that hill where it's like I don't give a fuck. Go whatever. It's him. Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I did, and then again, it was good. I would recommend it if you like Uncharted. Go ahead and watch it.
It's like Nathan Drake Origins.
Yeah, exactly. And then they made money, so good for them. You know, they finally found one. I thought Assassin's Creed was gonna be their money maker when they finally made that movie.
Who did that? Was that?
I don't know. I saw it was Michael
Was that Jake
Fassbender.
Gyllenhaal? No, that was Prince
Michael
Dustpan.
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender? I didn't even see that.
Oh yeah, I thought you liked all video game
I didn't
movies.
know.
Caught ya.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Busted.
Wait, did I? No, I don't think I ever saw the
Well, because
Assassin's
it
Creed
looked
movie.
shitty. It wasn't good.
Yeah, just in general,
I have to
video
check
game
that out.
movies are already like not high priority for me.
No, I mean the games tell the story, right? Like I got it. I'll get it out of the game.
It's
fine.
interesting when they try to do that conversion, though. You know, like Hollywood's making every comic into a movie now. It was interesting for a while there, every once in a while, where they throw a video game as the origin story or as the source material.
And they're probably going for an audience that is younger than Tom Holland, who would see him and think like
Like
oh,
him,
I'm
yeah.
going to grow up to be
That-
like Nathan Drake.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got a text from Emma saying, "Hey, Uncharted came out. Can we go see it?" And I was like, "Yeah, like okay." Like she showed interest because people at school were talking about it. So yes, that's exactly what happened, Derek.
yeah. So to us, he's young, but we're older.
Yeah. Yeah.
If if you were like 14, you saw that dude, you'd be like, "Fuck, dude! When I grow up, I want to be like that."
Yeah. Whatever. Anyways,
I just I didn't see Jackass 4, but I was rewatching the Jackass like pilot episode.
oh, I did the same thing.
And yeah, I had this like, oh my God, these guys are so young.
Yeah.
And it was weird. Like, I remember this being so influential on me and looking up to these guys and like seeing them as the older guys. And now to revisit this, they're younger than me. It was such a trip, you know.
super young. Super
So,
young. Anyways,
all.
That's all. Hey, that's all I had to bring to the table today. I had some stories that I could get into, but I'll get into that another day, you know?
It was
We're
a
going to
good-
save it for another day. We got
good
important
time.
business to get to here in Mega64 land.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rocco, final closing thoughts.
I think if if Russia thinks they can do that, they're gonna find a boot in their ass, courtesy of the USA.
I hope not.
This is Jesus Christ. That
would be bad.